Alright guys, I've been sent this CBD. I actually requested it because I found that this one had the full spectrum. That's 5%, this is 10%. So it's got 5% CBD and then you've got your extra bits, the full spectrum. Now, I've been looking for something, I've taken different medications for ADHD and maybe there's a little bit of anxiety with that. And this is like something that's natural that could possibly help. So I've got hold of some. This is from Cannabinoid. Okay, 10 milliliters bottles. And I'm going to be starting to try some of this. Now, it's really great that the company, I've spoken to them inquiring about the product, and they've said that the way they do this now to get the full spectrum, and it's grown in really good quality soils and stuff like that, which, you know, you'd expect really in the day. This is an expanding product which has been around for a long time, but it's kind of got more media with people that, I mean, basically I first saw this being talked about in documentaries with children that had epilepsy, and that CBD oil, stroke cannabis CBD oil, was really making a major difference in their children and not having serious epileptic fits. And that is just great news. I mean, that's just brilliant. I mean, we're talking a few years ago now, you know, 2014, 5 years ago. And only in about 2017 did it sort of become allowed in the UK. But to get this sort of prescription from the doctor, for example, like say for my ADHD, so I did inquire about that, because the current medication that I've had, I can't remember the names, but if you really want to know the names, you can ask me below. But I've tried about 3. Sorry, no, I've tried 2 for ADHD. The first one I tried really did have a good effect. I did notice the detail of my concentration and the things I was able to access more details when I thought about things in a good way. For example, I was driving down the road and I looked at a car and I was thinking about the kind of workings of it and that, having more understanding. And this was great. But then the side effects, you know, made me lethargic to some degree. Not a major lot, but it also affected for definite my my appetite. I really just did not even feel hungry or want to eat. I was looking at the time going, oh, it's 5 o'clock now. I should be thinking about my supper and getting that ready. So I would then just eat out of the fact that routine. So anyway, so this could be a natural way which will help me. Now, when I first did take this, I was actually a bit ill. I had cold, and I shouldn't have taken it, because any effects from it, I wouldn't know whether it's affected by the cold or whether it's actually cold, my illness that was causing any particular side effects. So I'm now basically starting this now that I've got over my cold. And you need about 5 drops 3 times a day. Okay, so, and it goes under the tongue. Now, when I first took this, I probably took about that amount, and I was ill, so I didn't really notice anything good or bad. Nothing. I felt a little bit odd. It's a little bit of an effect, but I don't know whether it's cold and blah blah blah. So that's why I'm now starting afresh. But I think I took too much as well. Like maybe I took the whole day's amount in one go, I think someone out there needs some of this, if you heard that. Right, so I'm going to take 5 drops. Okay, I've had it in my mouth about 5 minutes. I went off and walked about and left it there. And it's got a taste, the taste basically tastes of hemp. I could say it maybe tastes like grass that's kind of got that nice summery smell when it goes dry and stuff. Something like that, but it's not too bad. And I've also taken this before I'm going to basically go and have a meal. So to help my digestive system get this through just a little bit quicker. So some people might not like this, the taste. But I'm hoping that maybe I've said to the company, is there a possibility they can make one that's got a mint flavour to it, to make it a bit more able. Now normally I've been vaping. I am a sort of, used to be a smoker, so I'm an ex-smoker. I do have nicotine via the vaping, so this might actually help me cut down. We'll have to see what happens there. But and I would actually vape if I maybe I will vape if I get the right stuff in the future. Now I've just found the tablets I had, and they're called Atomoxetine, so that's what I was taking, which, what I say, was working, but with the loss of appetite, and then there was other side effects sort of going to the, like, with things, and I didn't want to sort of, it's a bit embarrassing really, so I don't even want to mention them, but basically I stopped. You know, maybe I can go on them for a week, and then when the side effects start getting a bit much, stop again, because I will generally benefit, and whether that over time, and like a week here and a week there, like a week on, week off or something, whether that will over time have a benefit, I don't know, but I'm thinking that that's going to be another thing I'm going to do. Now, this company who supply this Cannabinoid, they do other products that are hemp based, like hemp creams, and they do some other variations of this. So this is the full spectrum version, and there is just a dedicated CBD, which doesn't have the other additives and cannabinoids and cannabinoids. If you go on the link on the website below, I have got a page on this. I've also got a page on the general laws and that in the UK, and also there's some changes coming up in about September, October. There's the details on my page, that then you, to get this at the moment, say on prescription, you would have to go and see a specialist panel who would then analyse you and ask questions and see whether or not they think you should deserve it. So obviously people with epilepsy and chronic pains and stuff will get a letter saying, yeah, that's fine. And I think the doctor refers people to that. But in later this year, it'll actually be that the doctors can give you a prescription to go and get this, something similar to this. So that'll be something that will be changing in the future. And if you've got any questions about this, just leave them below, and I do reply to every comment that's serious below. Any funny ones, obviously I might make a joke back, you know, so I'm hoping this will be very helpful. Unfortunately, it's a shame that I've only taken this twice now. I did notice when I did take it last time, about 5 drops, there was some subtle effects, but I didn't take the full day to 5 drops 3 times a day. So that's what I'm starting now, just before I go and eat. So, so I can't give you a full update yet of how it's benefited or not. But there will be I'll do another video at a later date, which will then give that information. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you finding and getting your results that you need, or maybe getting information and I'm helping with that. So it's all good, hopefully. Yeah. So thanks everyone. Click like, subscribe. Is it that way? Can't tell which way this video is going to be going up yet, but all the best. Thanks.